I've never told this story before. Back in 2015, I had a very big case. Okay, it's actually the reason why I have all these fucking white hairs. Long story short, this fucking guy smuggled in a bunch of illegal aliens. I'll tell you guys the full story on this case one day. I promise. I will. I promise I'll tell you guys the full story on this case. Because it was a case that made me become a man. I'll never forget. December 11th, 2015, it was my sister's fucking birthday. I get a call at the fucking Cotulla Border Patrol station that they caught a guy using a fake Border Patrol unit to smuggle illegal aliens. Obviously, this is a huge fucking national security issue. How many people has he smuggled? How long have they had access to these fake vehicles? How long have they been doing this? How many got through? It was a huge case. The president was fucking briefed on it. It was a big deal. Illegal aliens using Border Patrol units to smuggle illegal aliens into the country, that's a problem. I got in some very serious fights with our HSI San Antonio office. It was bad. It was, bro, I almost got into a fist fight with my co-case agent in San Antonio because this case had so much, because Cotulla, Texas, is in an area that encompasses 2 different AORs. So the case touched on our jurisdiction as well as the San Antonio jurisdiction. Okay? So what ended up happening was the bad guy was committing the crimes in Laredo, but the masterminds were in San Antonio. Our San Antonio field office, they had a case, what's called a collateral case. They had an open case on my case. So I opened the case, then they opened a case under my case number, right? I needed a bunch of stuff followed up on in San Antonio that they refused to do because it's a retirement office. Nobody wants to work in San Antonio. It's notorious. HSI San Antonio is notorious for being lazy, not getting work done, never wanting to do cases because a lot of those agents that are in San Antonio came from the Southwest border. When you're on the Southwest border, guys, you operate in dog years. Every year on the Southwest border is like 5 years in a regular office. This is why, guys, I know so much. This is why I can talk to you guys about federal law enforcement to such a sophisticated level because I spent years on the fucking border. And all those years are the equivalent of like 5 to 7 years for any regular fucking FBI or HSI agent in America because we're running gunners so much. I digress. The point is that this case was huge and I had counterparts in San Antonio that weren't willing to do their part. This guy that I told you about earlier, he had left HSI at this point. He didn't have to come help. But he said, you know what, bro? There's a nexus here. I'm coming in. I'm going to help you. San Antonio's not helping you out. He used to be an HSI agent. He knew what it was like, right? Dealing with the San Antonio office. So me and him ran that case together. We didn't use San Antonio at all. We did the case ourselves. Fuck it. Driving 2 to 3 hours back to do surveillance, writing search warrants, all that shit. Me and him just ran it. And I never forgot that shit. I never forgot that shit. He was with me during one of the hardest fucking moments in my career. I'm an agent fresh out the fucking academy. I'd been on the job for maybe 2-3 years at this point. I get fucking this case thrown at me that was of fucking ridiculous magnitude. And our HSI San Antonio office wasn't doing shit, and I was almost coming to blows with the case agent, getting into fights, damn near. San Antonio didn't want to switch the case agent because it was a big case, but they wanted this guy to stay on it. But the problem with this guy was he's fucking lazy and useless, and he wasn't doing what I needed him to do. Anytime I needed search warrants in San Antonio, he would drag his feet, never get it done. I said, fuck that shit. I'd write the warrants myself. I'd drive my ass up to fucking San Antonio, East Cesar Chavez Boulevard. That's how fucking much I remember.